Ni ujinga. Imagine mtu anatupiwa vitu kwa sewage badala ya kutolewa mtu ako na nyumba ya plot yake. Hiyo haifai. Hiyo mchezo. Imagine mbona wasimchukulie hizo vitu waweke mahali pazuri? Kama niko na makosa gani hata kama mwenye nyumba ndio huyo, badala ya kuchukua vitu aweke kwa room, anatupa anaweka kwa sewage.
Unaweka kwa sewage.
Hata kama ndio mwenye nyumba si poa.
Si poa.
Hapana, hiyo si poa. Si poa. Mungemwambia tu ama mungemwekea mahali pazuri aende. Kwenda ni sawa.
Buda, tulimwekea pale.
Kwenda ni sawa.
Akaona yeye arudishe ndani na matusi mingi.
Sasa imagine mnamtupia kwa sewage hata kama sio msaidie. Mungemwekea pale. Hiyo si poa.
Kwani anadharau?
Hiyo si poa. Hiyo. Chambe usijali.
Na hiyo mlango.
Haina shida.
Kwa nini ndugu yake alikufukuza hivyo?
Hiyo si poa hiyo. Sasa mnafanya nini sasa? Hata kama mtu ameshinda kulipa rent, mbona mnamtupia kwa sewage? Mnamtupia kwa sewage kwa nini? Hii ni sewage hii. Unachukuaje vitu za mtu unatupa kwa sewage? Hata kama ndio madharau watu wenyewe wamejenga manyumba. Akishua lini maisha gani? Sasa hata kama imagine venye anamfanya. Sasa unatupa kwa sewage, ungetupa tu mahali pazuri. Hii si poa.
Hata ni dharau.
Bunge, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BAV. This is Bunge Audio Visual. Yeah, so if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for you to be able to get more intriguing and more educative and interesting content. And yeah, so today we are diving into a heated debate that has sparked outrage online. And you've seen the video that has surfaced showing a Kenyan landlord evicting a tenant in the most humiliating way, throwing their belongings into sewage after they failed to pay their rent. So you've seen the landlady, and she seems not to be remorseful about it, and she doesn't even care about the kind of damage she has caused to her tenant. And this incident has divided opinions, while some argue that the rent must be paid no matter what. So others say the eviction was unnecessarily cruel. So I don't know. So where should the line be drawn? I would like us to discuss about this incident, because there are quite a number of people have been going through, who have been brushing shoulders with their landlords over overdue cases to do with delayed payments of rent. And yeah, you've seen the viral video that shows a property owner evicting a tenant by tossing their belongings to a filthy sewage area. And this is a move that has shocked many Kenyans, because while evictions are sometimes inevitable, many people believe that this particular action crossed a moral line. You all know that sometimes people do fail to pay their rent on time, not because they have done it willingly, but because whenever they've been trying to go and get out and do some job out there, or go and gather some few coins to be able to sustain them and pay some few bills here and there, it reaches a point as a person you fall short, not because you've just wanted to fall short, but at times we've got good days and bad days. And yeah, people could be heard in the background saying that even if they fail to pay rent, this is not the way to treat them, because others suggested that the landlady could have locked the house or stored the items somewhere that is safe, instead of humiliating the tenant out of anger and power. So you've seen the people saying that, oh bana, huyu jamaa ungemwachia nini yake bana, ungefanya hivyo, ungetupa manguo zake kwa sewage. Sasa unatupiaje mtu nguo zake kwa sewage hata kama ameshindwa kulipa rent? That is not the way to go. Then the lady on the other side with the man, they were trying to also defend themselves by asking, huyu unajua huyu mtu amenidharau by kukataa kuacha nguo zake na vitu zake nje penye nilikuwa nimetoa vitu zake nimeweka nje ya nyumba, mbona ameruhusiwa kurudisha ndani? Nimezitupa kwa sababu hakuwa anasikia. Then the other guys pia walikuwa wanasema, unajua hata kama amerudisha haufai kulipa tu kwa sewage bado. That is very very unfortunate. That's a very very unfortunate thing from a person like you, because haufai kufanya kitu kama hiyo. So when you talk about the landlord and the tenant dilemma, this situation actually raises important question about how landlords and tenants should navigate financial hardships, because one hand, property owners usually rely on rent to maintain the investment, pay their mortgages, and even cover the expenses. And on the other hand, tenants are human beings who face financial struggles due to job losses, medical emergencies, or even economic downturns. It's something that is normal. It happens. At times, people usually have problems. At times, people fall short paying things on time because in life nothing is certain. So, and once you understand that there is nothing certain in life except death and taxes, you get to understand that if at all somebody might fail to deliver something on time, don't take it that he did it deliberately. At times he did it because he had no power to navigate in such kind of a situation. So somebody asked that should landlords be more understanding when it comes to matters concerning delayed payments, because unapata mtu amelipa rent for all that time but imefika tu one month and amekosa kulipa, but all along in the past 5 or 4 years amekuwa kaa kwako, amekuwa kilipa rent. So that shouldn't be an excuse enough to make you throw his or her clothes to the sewage. And somebody also asked, is there a better way to handle rent defaults? Because where should the law step in to regulate eviction procedures? Juu kuna wasi wanafikanga wanaona ai huyu jamaa bana ajilipa rent, naona hata nilipa, the best thing acha nitoe nguo zake mara moja. Yet that guy has been staying there for over 3 years na amekuwa kilipa rent on time. Now it has reached only 1 month, unaanza kuvurutana na yeye, unaanza kuwa na insecurities. Yet the guy has been paying all his rent without any sort of delays in the past 2 or 3 years. So it becomes so difficult for you to actually come up and solve this kind of problem that you are experiencing between you as the property owner and him as your tenant. So I don't know what the law says, because in Kenya eviction laws requires a due process, and the landlord cannot simply wake up one morning and throw a tenant out. It means he must give him a notice. And in the tenancy agreement, in most of the tenancy agreements that the tenants usually sign whenever they get a new house, the law states that the tenants must be given a formal notice. If necessary, legal eviction procedure should be followed. If a tenant refuses to vacate, then the matter should be settled in court. That is arbitration. Si mtu kiwewe kiwewe, mundu kumundu hiyo normal. So the landlord at that point was supposed to issue a statement, or rather a notice, saying that he's given the guy 1 month, because whenever somebody occupies a new house, or rather a new rental property as a tenant, he usually pays the deposit, and the deposit is usually there so as to cover such kind of cases, be it an emergency case whereby the tenant has failed to pay his rent on time, or if the tenant wants to relocate to another place, yet he has made some sort of alterations to the property that he once occupied. It means that from the deposit, what a pesa alteration or any other case of emergency, hapo ndo utakuwa na deduction depending with the kind of valuation that they would have made. So I don't know what this landlord did, disposing of somebody's property in such an inhumane way could actually be considered as an illegal act and punishable under the property laws. Because for me, I thought at this particular moment she lacked decorum kabisa, because we understand people fail to pay rent. You as the landlord, or you as the property owner, we understand. Maybe unaweza kulichukua loan ndo kajenge nyumba, you are trying to pay back the loan, because ukikosa kulipa loan on time unaweza weka default, and they come and do what, they come and auction your property, because you've shown that you are incapable of paying, and the bank now can't wait for that. The only thing they can do is to come back and re-own your property and decide to sell it at a throwaway price, so that they can be able to recover the money that they made. If not, they can also still be able to transfer ownership and let it be under their management, so that they can be able to recover the money that they had lent to you back then. So this should not be a way to should not give you leeway to cause some sort of interference with your tenant's property or other items. Because kama amefeli kulipa, throwing it to the sewage doesn't guarantee you that you are going to get your money back. Throwing the tenant's items to the sewage isn't a money back guarantee to you as the property owner. Because the online reaction has mixed quite a number of the online reaction has been able to create so much tension, because some people support the landlord, saying that if you can't pay rent, then you why should the landlord suffer losses? And at the same time, it's a tough economy for everyone, because property owners are not charities. If you can't pay rent, why should the landlord suffer losses? And it's a tough economy for everyone. So property owners are not charities. charities yao wako hapo kusupport mtu wako hapo kufanya biashara, so it's strictly business. But the majority criticize the eviction method, arguing that hard times affect everyone. The landlord should have shown some compassion, and she could have locked the house instead of shaming someone like this, because this is somebody with a family, this is somebody that has got his own respect, this is somebody that has got people looking up to him. So imagine unaibisha baba ya mtu hivyo, it becomes so difficult, and that is very very unacceptable. So I don't know what you think, guys. Should the landlords have more empathy, or is this just business at the end of the day? Because in business, we understand that at some point, for you to be able to make returns, you're supposed to be a bit, not that much, but half ruthless. You not you at least you must have room for negotiation. But I do understand in business you're not supposed to hauko hapo kufurahisha watu. You need to ensure that your money, there's a return on the investment that you had laid on during the startup, the initial stages of your business. So at the end of the day, evictions are sometimes necessary, but how are they handled makes all the difference. Because for me, I think there are quite a number of things that were supposed to be done so that they could have prevented such incidents, so that landlords can prevent such kind of incidents in future. So we need to have better eviction policies, whereby authorities should enforce proper legal processes for evictions to protect both landlords and the tenants. So we need to have rent assistance programs at the same time, whereby the government or community organizations could step in to help struggling tenants. And lastly, we need to have what we call a mediation before eviction, whereby instead of immediate forceful evictions, landlords and tenants should explore alternative solutions like payment plans. Unaona? So I don't know. Was this? Or do you think this eviction was justified, or did the landlady go too far? I'd like you guys to talk about it in the comment section. And yeah, for me, I'll just say sorry to the guy that actually lost his items, or rather got his items thrown into the sewage. And to the landlady, I think you lacked decorum. That was no, that was so uncalled for somebody like you, especially a lady. So yeah, that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the discussion, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms. That is Bunge Audiovisual. This is Bunge Audiovisual, but my platform is Bunge Podcast here on YouTube. So yeah, keep on liking, keep on sharing my videos, and this is a journey to 1,000 subscribers. I'll really appreciate. But thank you very much for the 300 subscribers. Stay safe, stay informed, and until next time, this is Buffy of Bunge Podcast.